when there was so much of debate happening, on day one we see Lenskart IPO sailing through with all the segments, retail, their own employee quota, even QIBs. They also participated fully in this space. What we've also seen is ahead of the IPO, some marquee names like Radhakrishna Damani also entering into the fray. At least 20 plus mutual funds have participated in this space as well. And that was a question that was also being raised on the debate as well, as to whether there is some thing that average investors are not able to see. The valuation picture is hiding behind what could be the growth aspect going forward. How are you reading into that?
So
I think we couldn't hear you, Dhananjay ji.
Yeah, so I think
please go ahead.
Investor response in the IPO. Can you hear me? So basically, investor response in the IPOs. We have seen so many IPOs recently. If you look at last year to date, there has been a significant euphoria as far as the IPO market is concerned. I think the cumulative subscription or issuance has been over 90,000 crores or thereabout. So I would say that subscription per se has not really translated into a strong return for the initial investors. We'll need to see how the prices settle, and once that settlement happens, I think investors can have better opportunities to invest. So irrespective of whether the institutional investors are investing or some HNIs are investing, I think the real value of the stock will be discovered as the stock gets listed and it settles at a certain market price. Now, at this juncture, what investors would look at is whether there are comparable companies that are available at cheaper valuations or not. There are established companies which are there, or established brands that are there in the market, which have got better premium. For instance, Titan is one company which is available at 80 times, which is still expensive compared to the consumer space.
Correct.
But it is a fairly, it symbolizes an ornamentation which Lenskart is trying to look at. That eye lenses and eye frames, the glass frames are something that people will use as a sign of fashion or something. I would say there are so many other companies that are available in similar space. Nika is another one, and many other new companies that are there which are available at cheaper valuations. So I would say that my recommendation to investors will be to really look at how things pan out. I think it's the first year they have actually shown profit. How does it pan out given the investments that company is doing? They are trying to make an inroad globally as well. So I think all those things will need to pan out. In the current situation of uncertainty, there are other well-established and strong fundamental companies that are available at cheaper valuations. So I would say that there can be a euphoria around IPOs, and there can be euphoria about large investor putting in money. But I would say one has to really look at the real valuation